We have with us Archimandrite Kirill Hovorun, who is a professor at Loyola Marymount University and probably one of the best Ukrainian experts on the issue. And good evening, Kirill.
Good evening. Good evening.
Kirilo, so probably explain to our foreign audience again what to expect, what we need to watch out, and what are the most significant issues which might happen next week.
Well, indeed, next week on Saturday, December the 15th, we expect a council of a new Ukrainian church to be convened in Kiev in the ancient cathedral of St. Sophia. And this event will put the kind of full stop to the long-lasting process which began at least in April this year, the process of establishing an autocephalous church in Ukraine. A series of events preceded this council. Therefore, the council is really important because it finalizes a long-lasting process. It's, in a few words, it's a gathering of the bishops from all the Ukrainian Orthodox churches. All of them, those who want to join this enterprise, this new church, they work together to this gathering, which we call council, and they will vote for a new primate of the church. They will discuss the statute of the new church, and as a follow-up of this council, the Church of Constantinople, the Ecumenical Patriarchate, will eventually grant the promise of autocephaly to the newly established church.
And Kirill, what are the things to look? Where are the debates now? I know you were writing because there are, of course, besides the whole issue between the Ukrainian Orthodox Church of Kiev Patriarchy, impact of the Russian Orthodox Church on anything that's happening. There are also some difference between what the Ukrainian Orthodox Church Kiev Patriarchy, which we name it this way, is thinking, and as well what the Patriarch Bartholomew in Constantinople is thinking. So where we have to look on what is not yet decided, what are the where we need to, what would be might be a surprise or at least a new thing for us to know.
Right. Well, the scenarios for the newly established church change all the time. The initial scenario was that bishops of the three Ukrainian churches would come together on their own initiative, and they would establish a new church. So it was expected that it would be the initiative of the bishops themselves. Later on, it turned out that this scenario was not feasible. And the Ecumenical Patriarchate decided to take an initiative to call the council. And as a matter of fact, this decision was taken at the recent session of the Synod of the Church of Constantinople, which decided to, which actually discussed the statute of the new church, suggested this statute for the discussion by the council in December, the upcoming council, and decided also to convene the council. So nowadays, the new scenario says that it is now an initiative of the Ecumenical Patriarchate. And indeed, all the bishops in Ukraine have received an invitation letter from the Ecumenical Patriarch Bartholomew, who invited them to come to St. Sophia to take part in the council. So we expect that most of the bishops who received these invitation letters will come, and they will discuss the agenda which was suggested by the Ecumenical Patriarchate. Well, it is also important to mention here that according to the invitation letter of the Ecumenical Patriarch, there will be present the President of Ukraine. So he will attend the council, not of course as a member of the council, but as a sort of observer. The letter says that his role will be ordinary, so he will follow also the session of the council. Also said that not every detail of the council has been agreed upon as of yet. there are some issues which are still pending, still being in discussion, like, for instance, whether there will be a participation of lay council. The Patriarchate of Kiev, one of the participants in the upcoming council, recently decided that this will be a council of bishops only, so that the lay people and priests, that is to say, the representatives of all the strata within the church, would only be observers, effectively, in the council, while the Ecumenical Patriarchate insists that they should be fully fledged members of the council and they should have a right to vote. So this issue is being discussed still. We hope that the decision eventually by the Ecumenical Patriarchate will prevail, and the council will really represent the broad constituents within the Ukrainian churches. Another issue which is being discussed nowadays is what kind of voting process it will be, whether it will be a closed or an open voting process, meaning that the bishops will vote, or the members will be, if they will be also lay people and priests, whether they will vote openly, so that everyone will see who votes for whom, or they will be secret voting votes. In this case, the voting process will be more fair and will allow the members of the council to express more freely themselves. So it is, there is a disagreement between Constantinople and the Patriarchate of Kiev on this issue, because the Patriarchate of Kiev, it seems, according to its decisions, decided to proceed to the open voting, while the Ecumenical Patriarchate wants the voting to be closed, so that to enable the members of the council to vote more free and fairly.
Kirill, thanks a lot for this detailed and nuanced explanation. We will definitely follow, and we are looking forward to have Kirill in this studio as well. I suggest and encourage all our audience to go to our webpage, en.hromadsky.ua, because we do have a very extensive coverage and with the explanation what's really happening with this issue.